Hello everyone, this is Crustlemania and welcome to my very first video showing my journey for selling trading cards online. And the cards I'm going to be selling are going to be Magic cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I have not sold trading cards before. I just got recently back into it because a friend of mine was into it and he showed me about the whole community and the hobby. And the one side I thought was interesting was the kind of buying and selling side of the hobby, which I thought was pretty interesting because Pokemon cards are pretty expensive, Yu-Gi-Oh is not as expensive, and Magic is kind of the in-between. I'll be honest, I'm not so much of a collector as much as I used to be when I was younger. I collected a lot more cards, as you're gonna see, but basically, as you can see here, these are some really old OG Yu-Gi-Oh playing mats, which is like the original, maybe like Kaiba Yugi decks from that era. That's kind of the Yu-Gi-Oh I grew up with, and Pokemon vintage in that era. So basically, this started with me wanting to sell some of my old cards that have just been sitting around. So eventually I might move into different kind of buying and selling, but for now it's just going to be mainly selling. So the first thing I'm going to be selling is this binder that you are going to see here, and this is going to contain all the Magic cards that I bought in the past. And basically, when I was younger, I tried to get into Magic but never could get into it, and have had these decks of cards just kind of sitting around and they've kind of been getting in the way. So my friend actually told me about, in Pokemon they sell master sets. This isn't exactly a master set, but basically this is going to be my first listing on eBay where I'm going to be selling all of my Magic cards in this binder with the binder. So whoever purchases this will have the binder and the cards. And basically in this binder, sorry for the reflection, you're going to have Kanma's banner as one of the notable cards, Kurosai Gama as one of the notable cards, Ren Spirit's a holofoil card, but I'm not sure how notable that is, some other commons, and one of the more notable cards in this area is the Kondama's Reach, as you see here. And basically the three decks are the Forest Plane deck, the Fire deck, and the Water deck, and I'll just kind of flip through this in order. There's going to be a reflection, so bear with me as I flip through. So as you'll see here, this is the kind of Forest deck, and then you see kind of the Water deck, and these are all just the commons. I organized them, they're all in penny sleeves just in case for extra protection, because you never know with cards. And just a bunch of mountains. The play quality, I believe, is like, some of them might be moderately played, but some might be pretty light played. I mean, I played with these cards as a kid. They were in sleeves, some of them were not, but for what they are, the condition's not too bad, and the mountain is the hollow foil, so definitely an interesting one there. So this is going to be the binder I'm going to try and sell on eBay for the first time, selling trading cards. And now I'm going to be trying as well at the same time selling cards on TCG Player as a seller. I've not done anything involving TCG Player. I honestly just learned about TCG Player earlier this year, so I want to test it because shipping cards is a little bit different than some of the things I've sold in the past, which required boxes through eBay. So this is a totally different process. So basically, I just want to start off with a few cards just to test the process and see how the process works. I have like a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh old bulk that I'm eventually going to sell, but for now I'm just going to sell a few until I understand the process. So basically the card I'm going to be starting to sell with on Yu-Gi-Oh is going to be a small, I think maybe 8 cards. First one's the Sphinx Telia, I think from the movie. Same with the Andro Sphinx. Then the Athenian, the Great Sphinx. I'll move this back. And these cards are penny sleeved as well. You have the different dimension gate here. You have the Mysterious Puppeteer, first edition. As you can see, first edition there. Might be hard to see. Dark Advance, first edition. This is the Gene Werewolf. I forgot I even had that card, first edition. And the last one is the Dark Master's Zork. I always thought this ritual card was pretty cool, but I don't really need it anymore. So this is what I'm going to be testing with, basically, to try and see how this journey goes. So this is the first video of the journey, and hopefully you guys will enjoy and maybe see kind of how it goes. I know right now Pokemon's really popular, Yu-Gi-Oh's not as popular, and Magic's kind of probably up there with Pokemon, pretty popular. But as far as I go, we'll see as I kind of liquidate my assets in the business terms or sell a lot of my old cards, see how it goes. But I hope to one day maybe buy and sell some Pokemon cards, but we'll see like way down the future. So anyways, this is my first video, and I'm gonna start doing this, and there's no better way to start than just to do it. So hopefully if you find this video, you'll kind of join me for the journey, because I think it'll be a very interesting one to embark on. So anyways, have a good one, everyone. I'm Crustlemania, brand new to the TCG scene, and maybe you'll run into some of the cards I sell online. So anyways, have a good one, everyone. Peace.